Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Byronic, and today we are looking at No Man's Sky, an update. Today is December 9th, 2013, and we got a big drop of information on Rock Paper Shotgun by Graham Smith, who spent hours asking questions with the Hello Games development crew. We learned a lot of really cool information, especially on the gameplay itself, so please sit back and let's jump right in. The first thing that we learned is that when you start the game, you start off at the edge of the galaxy. Your goal, tentatively, is to reach the center of the galaxy. Now, as you progress going from the outside in, the planets, the aliens, everything there becomes more difficult. The plants and the animals become more mutated. In general, you expect to see more crazy flora, fauna, all that kind of stuff as you go further. Now, you don't have to do that. You can play the game as you want. It's just I kind of look at it like the Ender's Dragon. Okay, you can do it, but you don't have to do. Now, the next bit of information is that the developers don't really like their game being compared to Minecraft, DayZ, and even Dark Souls. I'll explain Dark Souls in a minute. But here's the thing, it actually is. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. The game does look like Minecraft in space, and I understand their dislike for that because they're creating a game themselves. They want their game to be known for its merit by itself. So in that, I respect that. But for us not knowing a lot of information, it's a good basis for our own understanding, to be able to understand it from our perspective. So going back to the Dark Souls thing, Minecraft and DayZ I can understand, but Dark Souls, why? So what Graham Smith found out is that the way the multiplayer works within the game is that you don't necessarily directly interact with other players. However, you do get to interact with them on another level. As an example, say you go to this world and you kill off this entire species of birds. Those birds will now no longer be available to other players. That's just how it is. So how can that possibly benefit you? Well, perhaps there might be secret stashes of minerals or other deposits of things that might be in your best interest to keep quiet. That might be something you might want to think about. So that being said, to move on to the progression, you do get to upgrade your ship in this game in a bunch of different ways. They obviously haven't given details yet, but just know that there is customization for your ship. Now here's the interesting part. The game itself saves your progress at all times. However, if you do die, you lose your ship and all its cargo. That if you're in your ship, mind you, not on the planet itself. So you're kind of forced to start over on the nearest habitable planet if you're in your life pod. And it does become difficult because you just had all your resources in your cargo hold, you had your ship, and now you have to start over. Maybe this planet doesn't have the materials that you need to make your ship as good as it was, or hey, maybe it can be better, but that's how it is. Hello Games did say that there is going to be no typical 15-minute tutorial. They want you to get in there, they want you to go, and they want you to explore and find out for yourself. This game is a survival game, so you can't expect that. Likewise, they're not trying to go for a classical RPG structure. If you take a look at classical roguelikes, then that might be something a little bit closer, but not to the modern RPG structure. Now, that is about all the information that we got from the Rock Paper Shotgun article today. You will find a link below, and you can find the exact details of what they said. The other part of this episode today is to talk about console development. Hello Games, in that article as well, did state that their background is as console developers. So I think we should expect this game to, if not on PC, most certainly on consoles. And this has been backed up because Sony did leak yesterday or the day before that they have already started speaking with Hello Games on potential development. Now, they didn't say that in all those words, but they did, smile and say, hey, look, we've already started talking with them. Okay, that's all we know. It's quite possible that, we could see it on the PlayStation 4 or any of these other platforms as well. So I'm really excited for that. I have a PlayStation 4 myself. But I do sincerely hope they have it on the PC, because PC Master Race. Anyways, the last bit of information is somewhat of a controversy. Along with those tweets from Sony, some other popular developers have made comments when comparing this game to Star Citizen. For those that don't know, Star Citizen is the largest crowd-funded game of all time, period. It has right now about $34 to $35 million pledged from both their Kickstarter and their private PayPal donations. Now, the guy who is building Star Citizen, Chris Roberts, he's been building this, and a lot of people have been saying, well, hey, look at this team of 4 people, and then look at, Robert Space Industries making Star Citizen. And I mean, I don't think you can compare these two games at all. I mean, for one, I believe Star Citizen is most certainly a space sim, whereas No Man's Sky is again Minecraft in space. They're two completely different games. On the basic level, Star Citizen doesn't even have generic crafting as we know it today. Their crafting system is very complex, involves industry, and you can't compare them. So I think people that are comparing them need to look at both sides and consider them both separate entities. So I believe that is it for today. I'm really excited to hear what you guys think about this game. Are you excited for coming onto the PlayStation potentially? What do you think about this controversy between Star Citizen and this game? Whatever, just leave it in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Byronic, and that is it.